Freshman year, Tuan walked into Blanchette like a lot of freshman boys do, nervous and a little awkward. And by the time he graduated, he was a young man. He was so polite, articulate, outgoing, composed. He had learned how to manage his time and to study well. He wouldn't have gotten into the University of Washington if he hadn't have learned those academic skills. And he wouldn't be doing the things he's doing today if he hadn't branched out, gotten involved, and taken advantage of student leadership opportunities, working with friends on projects and things like that. And here he was able to do all of that in an environment that supported him academically, socially, but also emotionally and spiritually as well.
Blanchette means a lot to me. It's where I made most of my core friends, where I really discovered who I was as a person, and also just getting to meet the great people there. The faculty, the staff, everyone was just so caring, especially during my junior and senior year. Senior year was pretty tough. First couple months applying to colleges, started getting college notifications, and then I remember December was the month that my mom got diagnosed with internal melanoma, and that was pretty hard to totally grasp and everything. Especially the next few following months, she would start to receive radiation therapy, and also just seeing the pain that she went through to deal with her cancer. That was pretty hard, but the people at Blanchette were so caring, especially my language arts teacher, Ms. K. I'll always remember the day she asked me how I was doing, if we never needed groceries to go get or anything, because she actually had cancer herself.
Everybody who goes to school here or works here and went to school here thinks of this as their family. We operate as a family. We support each other when things go well, and we help support each other when things are difficult. And in Tuan's situation, he had a variety of adults, teachers, faculty and staff, students, advisors who carried him and supported him through a time that was difficult. And that's not just because it was him, it's because that's what we do as a school, that's what we do as a community, and there's no other way for us to act or behave. That's just who we are and what we do.
The doctors told my mom that she actually wouldn't be able to live to see my graduation, and I was worried that since my mom might not survive to see me graduate, that maybe Mr. Boshin and the principal could come and conduct the graduation ceremony in my house.
Tuan's mom was laying in the bed, and it was very difficult for us to stay composed. And so we ran through our ceremony, and we made it all very special for her. And then she, out of a moment of strength and faith and love for her son, got out of the bed, which you could see the look on everybody's faces in there, that she hadn't been out of bed for quite some time. And she wanted to stand next to her son and have her picture taken with Tuan and his dad.
Even though she saw me graduate in front of her, she wanted me to graduate in front of everyone else. She wanted everyone to know that I graduated from a Catholic school, and it was important for her to see that. And I told her no initially, but she was persistent, being my mom. She told me that I should be with my Blanchette family. I should walk at graduation to receive my diploma in front of the whole school. It was my moment, and I only lived it once.
Tuan Van Wyn.
My extended family came with me to videotape me graduate, and then they brought the video home to show my mother, and only a couple hours later, my mother passed away.
I present the graduated class of 2000.
We went on to Last Blast, and we got the news that she had passed away, and kind of the whole deal. It just kind of stopped, and we were still at that. This is supposed to be the joyous occasion for celebrating graduation, but it was the whole community kind of stopped. And we said a little prayer, and we got the kids together. There wasn't a kid who didn't stop what they were doing, who continued this. There wasn't well, this doesn't affect me. Our kids care about one another, and that's a big part about being at this school versus, a non-Catholic school.
The gift of receiving tuition assistance made it possible for me to come to Blanchette for my last 2 years. If I didn't come to Blanchette, I don't think I would have been able to go to college, which was one of my parents' biggest wishes. I walked into the doors of Blanchette as an awkward freshman, but when I left Blanchette, I was a strong individual who really represented what Blanchette meant as their motto, be true, be kind, be brave.
Tuan was a member of National Honor Society, and he was one of our executive members his senior year. And we decided to take on the challenge of doing Relay for Life as a new kind of opportunity for service and a new fundraiser for the student organization to get involved in. And for Tuan, it was a really personal connection given what he was going through with his mom and his family at the time. And so he really spearheaded that. He was captain of his team. He fundraised, the whole Blanchette group fundraised over $15,000, and a lot of that was because of him. And he was there the weekend before his mom died at Relay for Life for 24 hours because he cared and he wanted to be there. And it meant something to him, and it meant something to me and to us. I couldn't be more proud of the sacrifice he made that weekend. To be able to hug him at that survivor lap that he wanted his mom to be at, and to be there with him the day she passed away at his, after his graduation. And it's such a sad thing, but to see how involved he is at UW now and what a leadership role he's taken on there, I know his mom's proud of him.
Bishop Blanchette taught me that in order to follow in the footsteps of Jesus, you have to serve like he served others. And so although I'm not at a Catholic university now, it has prepared me to serve others in the future, and this is how I'm serving my community through the University of Washington Relay for Life. Since my mom passed away, it's been hard to deal with all the grief and sadness that I've had to, but Relay for Life is an outlet for me to express that, to have people there for me, to know that what I can do now can help people in the future, and that my mom would be proud of what I'm doing right now.